Welcome to 843 TV. I'm your host, Annalisa Itkor.
And I'm Lisa Richardson.
And today we are at the Hilton Head campus of the Lewis Cancer and Research Pavilion.
We're going to be learning about the new campus coming to Bluffton in 1 year from now.
As well as some really exciting things going on with oncology research. Our first guest up is Pam Proman. She's the Director of Operations and Strategic Initiatives for the Lewis Cancer and Research Pavilion.
Also here to share with us is Dr. Michael. He's a radiation oncology with a lot of experience, here to share all about some new technology.
And a local gentleman, which is always kind of exciting to chat to somebody who's helping out the local community. So stick around for another episode of 843 TV,
where communities come to speak.
.843 TV, where the Low Country comes to speak.
.843 TV,
where communities come to speak.
Welcome to 843 TV. Today we are at the Hilton Head campus of the Lewis Cancer and Research Pavilion, and we are delighted to welcome Pam Proman. She is the Director of Operations and Strategic Initiatives of the Lewis Cancer and Research Pavilion. I was really worried I wasn't going to get that right. It's quite a mouthful. Tell us a little bit about what that title entails, a little bit about yourself. How did you get connected to this project?
So I've been in oncology for around 18 years. My background is radiation therapy. I was actually a radiation therapist for a number of years and then transitioned to administration. And so with my current job for Director of Oncology or Director of Operations and Strategic Initiatives, I'm in charge of broadening our scope out in the region and just providing services out into the rural communities.
All right.
We're here today to talk about a very important subject and a very important building that's coming up in Bluffton on Buckwalter, the St. JosephsCandler Research Cancer Pavilion.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot to talk about there. Let's start with where it's located and what's the status of the construction process.
Yes, so it's located at Buckwalter Place. We started construction about a month ago. It's going to be a 40,000 square foot building. It's going to open in 2 phases. It's going to have a variety of oncology services there for the first phase, medical oncology, radiation oncology. It's going to have a visiting or a rotation of specialists coming into a visiting physician practice there. On the second floor, it's going to have an infusion suite, and it's also going to have some supportive services such as dietitians, nurse navigators, financial navigation, and social work, all located into that one building.
So I'm curious, Savannah's not that far away. I know everybody on Hilton Head thinks it is, but it's really not that far
Right.
away. What was the thought process towards creating this Hilton Head Bluffton location? How's that going to benefit patients locally?
So by having the Bluffton campus there, we have all the services under one roof. So no longer does a patient have to go from office to office. They can walk through the doors and really receive all their services there. We were strategic in where we placed the department so that all the physicians could collaborate and really focus and coordinate care around that patient. So it's just a one-stop shop for a patient, and that's a really convenience factor for them.
And as we were talking earlier, someone dealing with cancer and treatments, a lot of anxiety, a lot of fears, knowing that there's someone to support them with finances and all those other things is got to be a huge relief. Let's talk about those departments a little more, maybe. What can
Yeah, I'd like to.
What can
That
someone
interests
expect?
me very much.
Sure. So the dietitians, they'll help with any type of nutritional support throughout the treatment course. Social work is there for a variety of needs of plugging in the patients to community resources, support groups, providing programs at the Cancer Center or at the Bluffton campus when it opens to create a unique patient experience. And then our financial navigator will also assist with those applications of financial assistance and any resources that may be provided for the patient to prevent financial toxicity with a critical diagnosis such as cancer.
Out of curiosity, because when you touch on that financial subject, it really brings to light that cancer is something that doesn't just impact the individual, it impacts an entire family, really. Are there other things that you're going to be offering that also assist with the family of the patient?
Yeah, so the support groups will be a huge component of the supportive services there at the Bluffton campus, and that focuses on the patient and also their caregivers. We try to have programs at our main site in Savannah that focuses on not just the patient but the caregivers, various music therapy and different things like that, and we hope to bring those components to Bluffton.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Now, go ahead.
The Lewis Cancer Research Center is part of, I'm going to read this, the National Cancer Institute's Community Oncology Research Program. What does that mean, and how does that benefit the patients?
So we were fortunate enough to be awarded the NCI's grant for a number of years, and what that does is it brings innovative clinical trials to patients and in a location close to home. So instead of having to go to the academic centers or the big large health systems to receive cutting edge clinical trials, while we partner with the NCI, we can have those clinical trials here in a community cancer center. And so the patient can have those innovative therapies while their family and friends are around them to support them through the treatment.
So I've kind of a nuts and bolts question. I mean, this is an enormous project. Where does that project stand right now, and when do you anticipate it really getting up to speed?
So it really is already up to full force on the ground, and we really started breaking ground about a month ago, and so we're there every day constructing the building. We plan to open March of 2020 to be open to the public.
It's really soon.
Absolutely.
I mean,
A year from now,
less than a year from now almost.
Right.
It's amazing. In 1 year, they can get that building built and all the facilities
And
in place and the
staffed
staff.
and going.
Yes, it's really full
I
force.
think it's amazing in our area where the medical industry has really been booming. Let's just say where you had to go to Charleston before, you may had to go to Savannah, but now right here in Bluffton and Hilton Head, there's pretty much so much advancement. It's really amazing.
Nice. Can you walk us through a little bit, when a patient first walks through the doors of this new facility, what can they expect?
So we really focused on the patient experience with this Bluffton campus. We actually conducted patient focus groups when we were doing the design phase of the building. We really wanted to get the voice of our customer to see what they wanted to experience during their cancer delivery. So you'll experience in the Bluffton campus a variety of different things. We'll have a number of water features in the campus to create a calming effect. We'll have some artwork that will be unique. We also were very specific with the type of chemotherapy chairs we picked out for comfort for the patient. On the second floor infusion suite, we have floor-to-ceiling windows that overlook a park with greenery to try to bring the outside inside to create a more relaxing and comfortable environment for the patient.
I love what you said, that you referred to it as a customer.
Yes.
That is so lovely to hear, because I think hospitals, I don't want to say anything negative about hospitals, but I think, I'll say from the patient point of view, I sometimes think that patients feel like they don't have a choice.
Right.
And when you use that word customer, it means that you're looking at them in terms of customer service, and I love that.
Right.
That's awesome.
Yes, we want to create a really a nice hospitality feel to our Bluffton campus, really welcoming for our patients and really meeting all their needs from the first time they walk through the door till their follow-up appointments.
You mentioned the waterfalls and the soothing. That stuck out to me as just really putting so much thought into every little aspect, and
Right.
comfort is a big word that keeps popping into mind when you're dealing with something like this. That's a big
I
difference.
know. Well, and you also caught my attention with music therapy. Can you talk a little bit more about that? Because that's, I don't want to say it's new, but I feel like I've just recently been hearing about it in this area. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so for music therapy, we've done a variety of things in Savannah, and like I said, we want to extend that to our Bluffton campus. So we work closely with our SCID partner to provide music therapy in Savannah. We have harpists that come and provide music out in the main lobby. We have some musical groups from the local schools and some a cappella groups that come in during Christmas time and sing carols, and it just uplifts the patients and also the co-workers that are working every day in a stressful environment. It just creates a nice, welcoming environment for everyone that is just pleasing to anyone that walks through the door.
Now, when the doors open, how does your position shift?
So my position just kind of broadens, really. You know, my day-to-day operations are the same. I'll probably be traveling to Bluffton a little more often, just checking on things and making sure. But we have a great team at St. JosephsCandler, dedicated physicians, dedicated staff. So I have a great team underneath me, and they are just awesome to work with. So I believe it's going to be just a wonderful facility for the patients in this community.
If someone's watching and they have some questions about maybe getting more information, is there a place they can look up a website or a way to contact you or someone else?
Yes, so you can go onto our website, and there's a place there for any patient or any person to ask questions or comments. You can call me directly as well, and I'll be glad to pick up the phone and answer any type of questions that anyone may have.
Terrific.
Well, Pam, this is a very important subject, and it's exciting, I guess,
Yeah, it
to
really
hear
is.
that this facility is coming right here in Bluffton. So thank you for sharing
Thank
all
you.
of that. And you all stay right here. We're going to be back with more 843 TV.